Speaking of goalies, I mean, you had your fair share of goalie fights.
Hey, the only ones I won.
That's bullshit.
I should have had a few more fights with goalies. It was great. And yeah, Sean Burke was always one of those guys. He was a lot like Hexty. He'd love to get in it. He'd love to throw the blocker. Snowy, I had fought. That's probably the thing I get asked about the most is the Snow fight. And, you know, I'd fought him the year before when he was at Cornwall in the minors.
Oh, yeah.
Or a couple of years before. And I just remember being on the ice, and I got hit pretty hard. Like I had the wind knocked out of me when I got cross-checked. I think it was Sean Antosky that had hit me.
Yep.
And then Brad May came in like Jimmy Snooker, man. Top rope. On. And you always know who's out there with you. You know who's out there on the other team. As you had to be prepared every time you went on the ice. And I was laying there, and I was a little hurt, but I wasn't that hurt. And Pizza comes onto the ice, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, it looks like there's like a 5-on-5 going on out. I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to lay here for a bit because I know Snowy's going to come over. I said, just be ready. He's going to come over. He's going to either say something or he's going to do something. And within 5 seconds, he comes over and he just kind of
tickles your armpit there. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't even know what he said. I'm guessing he called me a pussy or something like that, whatever.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, why do you call guys like pussies? Like that's like, you know how tough a pussy is? Like the beating a pussy can take, and a human comes out of the thing. Like if someone calls me a pussy now, I'm like, yeah, I'm tough. I got it. Well, that shit gets beaten to hell.
Oh my god,
like, beaten to hell. So I just said, be prepared. I'm gonna jump up and I'm gonna fucking throttle him. Like I'm gonna unleash because no one can come in. And like I knew it, he comes in and gave him a pretty good.
Yeah, licking.
And then Brind'Amour comes in like he should, and then we fight. And strong as can be, not the best fighter in the world,
right.
But a great teammate, probably a Hall of Famer. But yeah, it was just a big start to the rivalry, which I absolutely loved.